Hey, what's going on everyone? Seth Miranda here, coming to you from the Adorama event space here at the Adorama store itself at 42 West 18th Street here in New York. And you were looking at me lit up by the new Nanlite Alien Series RGBWW light panels. I am keyed up right now by the 300C. Behind me, flooding this background in saturated blue, is the 150C. There is a lot to talk about these Nanlite Aliens. So let's go jump over to the nerd part and dig into some of these specs. Okay, so first of all, why are Nanlite calling these things aliens, right? I get you. So if you check out the back panel of them, you'll actually see it's a massive heat sink with two fans on it, and they've got that honeycomb eye thing going on, so they feel they look like aliens. You let me down below if you agree. I think it's a little more insecty-like, but we won't split hairs on this one because they're pretty cool lights. So this is the 300C, the 150C, and they both come with not built in, but they're onboard softboxes, fast deploy. What am I talking about? They stay flat like this in the case, but when you pull them out, throw them on a stand, you take these blue tabs, pop them, and you've got yourself a softbox ready to go. No rods, no weird stuff. You're just ready to go shoot. And it's a two-stop diffuser, so you're gonna lose a little bit of light on there, but there's a lot of power in these, which we will get to in a little bit. But let's go into what's the same about both of them, which is the color accuracy. And it's actually pretty good. When you're looking at the CRI, you're getting an index of 96, TLCI 97, SSI when against daylight, measured against daylight, you're getting 74, pretty good. And it actually jumps up to 84 when you get warmer with the light, like around 3200K tungsten area. So that's really nice to see. So you're looking at some pretty accurate lights here. And in my opinion, very saturated when it comes to the color because of RGBWW. But before we get into that, physically, they have the same type of diode array. You're gonna see two types of white, warm white and white, as well as lenses over each diode, which adds to the punch that you get out of these lights. Here in the event space, we light everything with Nanlite. We've been using these mixed panel 150s, which are physically larger than the 300, but they're 150. This is a smaller light with more light out of it. So we're moving forward here, right? And we're actually seeing a lot of color saturation as well in these lights. You can actually see it in real time in front of your face, just how much color saturation you get out of these panels, which is really exciting to see and gives you a lot of options, including 151 programmable gels. And of course, you've got your effects in there, you know, storm, disco, fireworks, whatever you're into, go for it, but you've got it in there. And they're all app controlled, as well as DMX and Bluetooth and 2.4 gig Wi-Fi, which is nice to see as well. So aside from all that amazing saturated color, you also have a wide gamut for the color temperature. I'm talking about 2700K warm, and then you go all the way up to 12,000K with the cool tone. And you're gonna say like, why would I need that much? Well, if you're ever pushed light through an old diffuser, or one that came from a rental house all grimed up, or tried to push light through a tinted window, you know how quickly that can warm up. Well, now you have that much headroom to cool it down if you need to balance it. Let's talk about what's so different about these two units. Well, obviously the size, right? We're looking at about 1 foot by 16 inches on the 300C. On the 150C, it's pretty compact. I mean, you're talking about a 1 foot by 10 inches, really nice and easy to just pack away and keep around if you need it. And like I said, they pack a pretty good punch with the lenses on board, the power output, and don't forget the beam angle, which is 60 degrees. Very cool stuff, all very versatile and really nice to have going forward with smaller, lighter weight units. Keep that in mind as well. So as far as power goes, let's talk about lux. On the 300C, you're looking at about 28,000 to 29,000 lux at a meter at daylight. Over here on the 150C, you're gonna see about a little over 13,000 lux at a meter. So it's kind of like that half thing, right? And of course, power, like type of power. Yeah, you can plug them in, but they both take V-mount batteries if you want, 14.4, 26 volt. The difference here is the 300C takes 2 of those batteries, and with 2 26 volt batteries, you'll get about an hour, 20 minutes, they're saying on the spec sheet. If you want to get an hour and 20 minutes over here on the 150C, you just need 1 26 volt V-mount battery. So V-mount batteries all across the board, you're just getting 1 on the 150 and 2 available on the 300C. Just be aware of that if you're going to be out there needing portable power, okay? So you've got basically the power is what's separating these two. It's not the color accuracy, it's not the saturation, it's not the ability to create colors, it's really the power. So if you're trying to decide which way to go with it, that's what I would say. But if you're thinking about more about portability, the 150C definitely feels smaller, lighter weight, and easier to go with. On top of everything else, IP55 rating. So the fixtures themselves can get wet. You can shoot in the rain. The controller, not so much, but they do come with rain covers. So you can go into wet conditions and get that shot done and get out of there. You don't have to worry about it too much. As far as what you get inside the case, you actually do get the softbox, which is nice. It's already on there and ready to deploy like I showed you. It does come with a crate, so if you want to put grids on there, you're good to go. Of course, you get the controller, and the controller does come with a super clamp V-mount, so you just get on that stand and you're good to go. And they're pretty easy to use. You have a nice, bright, colorful, full color display here. It looks pretty nice, but it's also really easy to use and navigate through. You're gonna find it pretty intuitive, but also you're not gonna get stuck anywhere and be like, where's that thing? It's there, you'll find it. If not, you can pull out the app on your phone if you have it somewhere out of the way and you want to get some kind of remote access. One of the cool things I like is that the mount can actually fit into a junior receiver, which is nice, but then you got to take the knob off. Well, what do you do with the knob? Well, they think of these little tiny things like putting a thread right here in the yoke just to keep the knob nearby so you're not losing or going through a case or wondering where something's going on. You're right there. And of course, it's a 5/8 post to mount it and put the knob back in if you want to mount it like that. But overall, these are really compelling options if you're looking for an RGBW light panel. I mean, they're small, compact, lightweight for their class, very saturated color, and a lot of power. I mean, they really do pack a lot of punch, and you're gonna get the color you want out of it. Like I said, 151 gels, presets, all this stuff, and they're easy to set up really quickly. And if you want, you just open up your phone, go to the app, and boom, turn this on and get going, right? Turn it back off so I'm not blinding Fernando over here. But you see it, right? Out of the case, onto a stand, and you're just shooting. All right, that's gonna do it for me here today with the Nanlite Alien 300C and Alien 150C. So if you want all that super specific nerd data, check out the links down below for all the charts and specs. But for now, hit like, share, switch around, hit subscribe and the bell to get notified when I put more videos like this. We'll see you next time. Later.